cloudy night in Stillwater, Oklahoma, the Pioneers football team began their season against Deer Creek. In the first quarter, Stillwater had the ball deep in Antler territory but fumbled it away. After the early turnover, though, the Pioneers would get rolling as Braxton Noble hit Brandon Prather on a 60-yard touchdown pass that gave the Pioneers a 14-7 lead. Later on in the second quarter, Cameron Mayberry plowed in from 1 yard out, and Stillwater went to the half, up 21-7. Deer Creek would get back within 7, though, after quarterback Clayton Sims scored on an 8-yard touchdown run. But after a 90-minute weather delay, Stillwater would regain control, and a Braxton Noble touchdown run would seal the victory, as Stillwater went on to win, 40-27. Reporting for Pioneer Media, I'm John Lang. Now here's Coach Barnard after the game.
The most important thing was that we came away with the win. I don't really, at this point, we don't care how it happens. We need to win football games. We need to scratch and claw and find ways to win. We had some times tonight where we looked really good. I mean, we looked like the team that we think that we can be. We also had some times where we kind of fell off a little bit and struggled. And we need to fix those things, figure out what our problems were. We know what some of the problems were, but we got to get them fixed. There at the end of the game, we get some new guys in, and it's not. I don't enjoy giving up touchdowns there at the end, but that playing time was probably more important, than the extra points on the board. So those guys needed some snaps and get a chance to kind of get some action because we're going to need them. They got to play. So overall, just real proud of them.
Anyone in particular you thought stood out tonight?
Brandon Prather is a difference maker for sure. A couple of balls that he catches, a couple of plays that he makes on defense. If he doesn't do some of that, it may be a completely different ball game. I was proud of C.J. Citizen on defense. I mean, he played maybe the best game of his career. Had a couple of things that I got to fix on him, but probably the best that he's played. Braxton Noble did a good job. I mean, thinking about some times that he ran the ball really hard and got us some first downs. So some of the stuff inside I need to go look and see on the offensive line. Some of that I know that the way we ran the ball, some of those guys were really playing well, but I'm not sure that I'm not sure I know who they were, exactly right now.
Anything particularly you want to focus on or try to hammer home this week, getting ready for next week?
Yeah. I mean, we've got to keep competing. I think that we felt like that we went in on a real high at halftime and kind of came out in a lull in the second half. Especially we come out and we get a stop. I think our mentality there was that we were fixing to roll them, and we've just got to get a mentality that we got to keep our foot on the gas and keep playing until the game's over. So just a mentality of finishing is probably the biggest thing. We've got a lot of defensively, a lot of angles that we got to fix. Offensively, I'm seeing some guys that are tempoing routes that they need to be busting out, and seeing some guys that are bending back on some running pass that they should be bouncing. So some of that kind of stuff, it's just football 101.